Welcome to another SkaredCast battle report. Today, 1,500 points of Death Guard face off against 1,500 points of Drukhari. In this Maelstrom of War mission, let's begin. The release of Chapter Approved has brought some really cool new games to the match, and today I'm playing Shane. Say hi, Shane.
What's up?
Fellow Patreon to the channel, and he has brought his mighty Death Guard for this 1,500 point, looking for sweet revenge. If you'd like to see the battle I'm talking about, check the link down below, which was very lopsided, so he's really looking to even the score. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully with his Leviathan Dreadnought. I love it. It's going to be a battle of Forge World stuff. It's going to be neat. So we're playing Maelstrom War. We're playing a Maelstrom of War mission out of the new Chapter Approved 7th edition or 2017 edition. And this will be our battlefield. So let's take a look at the armies while we figure out what mission we are going to play. And here we have Shane's Death Guard. So, sir, take it away. It's 2 detachments, 1,500 points.
Alright, so first detachment we got is a Death Guard battalion. I'm taking a Death Guard Demon Prince. He's got wings, 2 Malefic Talons. I have a Playcaster. Cast some goo towards the...
Some goo!
That's what he's casting.
Got goo.
And then I'm taking a 13-man Poxwalker squad. I got 2 5-man Plague Marine squads, each with 3 plasma guns inside of a Rhino. And then I have a Spearhead detachment. I think that's the one for triple heavy support.
I think that's a Spearhead. Yeah.
So it's a Chaos Lord with Jump Pack, 2 squads of Obliterators, and then a Hellforged Leviathan Dreadnought.
Hellforged Leviathan Death Guard Dreadnoughty goodness. Okay, so what's your general strategy with this? Kill stuff.
Kill stuff, and then deep strike down and hold objectives.
Very cool, I love it. We're playing a Maelstrom of War mission out of the new Chapter Approved book, so we don't know what's going on just yet. Let's take a look at the Dark Eldar force. 1,500 points of Dark Eldar. It's a battalion detachment, and it goes as such. We have Archon Skari leading the way with his Chapter-approved, revised Court of the Archon. We have an Urgle, a Slith, and a Lamian, all faithfully following their Archon to war. We also have a Succubus with an Archite Glaive. As troops, 9 Witches with a Hydra Gauntlets, 2 units of 5 Cablite Warriors, this unit with a Blaster as well. That rounds out the troops. For fast attack, we have 9 Razorwing Flux and 5 Scourge with 4 Dark Lances ready to swoop in from the skies. We also have a unit of 10 Hellions, probably coming out of a webway portal. In the elite choice, we have the 5 Incubi with a Clavex. Dedicated transports include a Raider with a Lance, and a Venom with 1 Splinter Cannon. And to round off the army, the centerpiece, Tantalus. 400 points of a bunch of stuff. So that is 1,500 points of Drukhari. Leave a comment down below. What do you think are going to be the pivotal units in this Maelstrom of War? Let the discussion begin. Okay, we are playing Kill Confirmed, which is the first of the Maelstrom of War missions. We are not allowed to discard any tactical objectives that say kill certain thing, unless it is physically impossible to do. So, 1 objective by the Aquila, 1 objective by this refinery, 1 objective by the statues, 1 objective by the broken rhino, 1 by the Imperial Defense bunker and bastion, and 1 by this little outcrop. Great for hull down stuff. Okay, I'm having fun. So Shane put down the last objective. He is going to pick one of the deployment zones. So deployment. is frontline assault. So it's hammer and anvil style with the little pointy thing. So 12 inches up here and 9 inches from the middle. And Shane decided to go on that side. So he's got 2 objectives in a deployment zone, and I've got 1 in my deployment zone. I do have 3 close to me, though, but most of his army deep strikes. So we'll see how he handles. But I get to start deploying first. Okay, on to deployment, and we shall return. Deployment is complete. So I put the Hellions in the Wemway portal. It's 10 Hellions. They have +1 attack. I put the Scourge in the skies, and then I deployed a Razorwing line, 9 different Razorwings, 9 Witches with an Urgle in the Raider, 5 Blaster Warriors in that Venom, and the rest of my army is in this Tantalus. So I have 5 Cabalite Warriors, 5 Incubi, the Archon, the Succubus, the Slith, and the Lamian, all in there. The Succubus has +1 toughness, while the Witches have +1 strength, for strength 4. And Shane, how have you deployed your dirty Death Guard?
I've deployed them a little bit further back just because I know Riven's army is a little bit quicker than mine, and they have some range, so just wanted to set back a little bit, and I know he's got some Deep Strike and Scourge, so just kind of wanted to see where they pop up first. And I've kind of just spread it out along my deployment zone.
Very cool. So you've got the Leviathan Dreadnought. Well, Leviathan Dreadnought.
Yeah, the Hellforged.
The Hellforged. Poxwalkers.
Yep.
The Plague Caster. Your Demon Prince. And 2 units of Plague Marines in that Rhino.
Yep.
And then you've got 2 units of Obliterators and Deep Strike with the Chaos Lord.
Yep.
Okay, so I did finish deploying first because most of my army were just sticking in that Tantalus.
That's a good thing about it.
So the Dark Eldar do get +1 on the roll to go first. Hiya! I rolled a 2, and he rolled a 1. The Dark Eldar will take the first turn, and do you want to seize the initiative?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, he'll try on camera. Does he seize? Oh! You can't get any better than that. The... man. Oh, great. Okay. It was an epic win for first turn and an epic loss of first turn, all in the matter of 30 seconds. So the Death Guard will take first turn. Now, it is also kill points. You get 1 point for each unit you completely destroy. In addition to all your Maelstrom points, in addition to not being able to discard your Maelstrom cards, in addition to all the other Maelstrom stuff, First Blood and Linebreaker. So let's see what your cards are. So you get 3 cards on the first turn, and it is Secure Objective 4, which is going to be easy. That's next to the Leviathan Dreadnought. Secure Objective 3, which is right next to the Bastion. Man, the Chaos Gods are smiling down on you today. And Secure Objective 5, that happens to be by the Refinery. Hard one to get for the I want to say Necrons for some reason. Been thinking a lot of Necrons. Okay, on to turn 1. Death Guard, turn 1. Narratively speaking, the Death Guard lumbered forward. Blah, rah, rah. Yeah, you didn't see Shane do the little movement, but he was going back lumbering. And forth. He was lumbering. So it was an Alpha Legion Leviathan. They moved up with the Plaguecaster stuff, and they took Objective 4. The Death Guard Rhino got Miasma of Pestilence, so it's -1 to hit. And they moved to take Objective 3. And then the Alpha Legion Deep Struck both units of Obliterators and rolled really well for strength, really well for AP, and really shitty for damage.
All 3 times.
And so this unit shot, did 3 wounds. That unit shot, did 3 wounds. And then this unit shot again, thanks to a command stratagem, and did 3 more wounds. So my Tantalus survived, taking 9 wounds. It's down half health. But it is still alive! The Leviathan Dreadnought did kill 4 Razorwing bases in like an instant. Because 2 damage apiece killed a lot of Razorwings real quick. Okay, So we are moving on to Dark Eldar turn 1, and it's 2 points to the Death Guard, and he's discarding defend objective 5 because it's over here and there's no point. No, he doesn't want to try to do that. So the Dark Eldar High Command is going to give us, let's see what they give us. Number 1, assassinate, kill a character or multiple characters. Pretty cool, considering there's a character right over there. I'm excited about that. No prisoners, kill something during my turn. Well, that's very unlike the Dark Eldar to take no prisoners. Yeah. And Master of the Warp. Can't do that. Secure objective 6, which happens to be the one right next to the Aquila. Okay, moving on to Drukhari. Turn 1. Okay, turn 1 for the Drukhari. So, morale for the Razorwings saw 3 Razorwing flocks disappear, so there's only 2 left. And they moved up behind a wall to threaten the Leviathan if it moves forward by locking it in combat. And the rest of my army attacked the Obliterators and the Lord. So 1 Obliterator is left with 1 wound remaining, which means I didn't get the D3 for no prisoners, but I did assassinate a character and I got first blood. And I am holding objective 6. So at the end of the first turn, I get 4 points with first blood. The Scourge did deep strike back here because I needed their lances to help. And then they're in a good spot that if the Rhino moves up, then I can shoot the Rhino as it advances. So moving on to turn 2. Okay, the Death Guard and Alpha Legion Leviathan moved forward, more in like a more centralized blob, to then be able to threaten all the objectives surrounding the middle of the board. Smart move here. The Rhino did not get Miasma of Pestilence cast on it, so it is okay to hit it. And in shooting, the Leviathan Dreadnought murdered the Venom. Exploded. Well, I had to use a reroll, so it didn't explode and take some wounds off pretty much everything. Because the Venom explodes on a maximum of 6 inches, which is really good for the person who wants it to explode. And then 1 of the Kabalite Warriors did die. And it took all of these attacks, but finally the Witches got through to do the last wound on the last Obliterator. But the Death Guard did get overwhelming firepower, and they killed the Venom. That's another point. And they are discarding Psychological Warfare, because it's going to be hard to get. And they keep secure objective 5, meaning that at any point he could just zoom over here and get that point as well. Okay, so moving on to the Dark Eldar, we have Mission Critical Objective. So I have to roll a d6, and that is the mission objective I need to get. Hiya! Number 2, which happens to be the one right by
Battlescape.
The Battlescape. Okay, so I have to try and capture that one. I also get Witch Hunter. Ooh, so I can't discard that one. I have to kill either the Demon Prince or the Plague Caster. And last but not least, defend objective 1, which happens to be the one right at the base of this tower. So I have to try and hold that objective as the tide of plague guys comes ever so close.
Coming on you.
Yep. Okay, so we're moving on to turn 2. It feels like so much has already happened as we move on to the remainder of the game. Okay, so we're on to Dark Eldar turn 2. So I got Mission Critical Objective, so I sent my Razorwings to the back there to take objective 2. And then I had Defend Objective 1, so I put everything into the Tantalus that I could, the Incubi, Kabalite, Succubus, and Lamian, moved the Tantalus up to start securing objective 1 back here. The Scourge moved out this way and put 10 wounds with 2 launch shots on the Rhino, which was crazy. And then everything else that was over here jumped into the Raider, and the Raider advanced 20 inches up the board. and did get a shot through onto the Leviathan. Now, the stars of the match, though, were the Webway Portal Hellions. Shane had forgotten about them, actually. So he had moved everything up, and they popped up in the Webway within 9 inches of his Plague Caster, and then they all jumped him. So I did lose a Hellion, but I did get Witch Hunter and killed his guy. But now there's a lot of infantry to make that Poxwalker unit giant. Oh, and the Tantalus did kill 3 of one unit of Plague Marines. So it is only turn 2, going on to turn 3. The Leviathan is in combat, but we'll see what happens with the next turn, as he still has to try to secure objective 5 and 2 more objectives for the Death Guard as well. And we shall return with what the Doctor has ordered. Okay, so turn 3 for the Death Guard and Alpha Legion. Poxwalkers ran into the Hellions, cut almost all of them down, added 6 to their numbers, but the Hellions had a crazy attack back and killed 9 Poxwalkers, even though there were only 3 Hellions left. +1 attack on Hellions. Awesome. Morale later, I only have 1 Hellion left, but he's still alive. All these plasma guns, there's 4 plasma guns, shot into the Tantalus and stripped 7 out of 9 wounds from the Tantalus with high yield plasma. There's 2 wounds left on the Tantalus, but I am defending objective 1. He did get defend objective 3, which was here, and Grandfather Nurgle's something or other, and he's discarded that one. But this has not been a good tactical card turn at all. Seems like the game is slipping away, but it seems like the Leviathan Dreadnought will be okay to start shooting again next turn. And that means lots of death and destruction. Okay, moving on to turn 3 for the Dark Eldar. And I have secure objective 4, which is where my Hellion is at the back. I have psychological warfare, which could happen. And I have secure objective 1 that happens to be next to the Tantalus. Okay, on to turn 3. Dark Eldar, turn 3. So I moved the Tantalus back. The Scourge moved out this way. I left a unit of Cabalites to secure objective 1, and I pushed a unit of Cabalites back just in case I need to take number 6. And then I moved my Incubi, Succubus, and Lamian out, and I did shoot and kill all the Death Guard here, but I was unable to do anything against the Demon Prince, and then I tried to charge all 3 units, even with rerolls. They failed to make it. In shooting over here, the Lance from the Raider failed to do any damage on the Leviathan, and then I charged my Razorwing Flocks, and I completely forgot that, or I didn't know, that Leviathans have heavy flamers that do 2 damage. So those Razorwings died, which means I was unable to target the Leviathan. But the Hellion did jump back and secure objective 4. So I did get another 2 points, and I got rid of psychological warfare. So it's very unlikely that there will be a very reckoning, unless that Demon Prince and Leviathan just completely destroy my army. It's turn 4, so it could go on. Let's see what you'd get. You have Secure 5, which is still backed by my Tantalus. Yep. You have Defend 3, which is back here. And High Command is giving you...
Witch Hunter.
Which you can't do, so
no.
I do not have Psychus. It's a Nurgle one.
Yeah, it says, while this tactical objective is active, keep a tally of the number of successful discussing resilient rolls you make each turn. Score 1 victory point if you successfully make 7 rolls during this turn.
Oh, nice. Well, that sounds interesting. Okay, cool. So you can... So it's like a active card. I've never seen that before. Just one that just stays in play, and that's neat, actually. Okay, on to the next turn. Okay, end of turn 4. The Demon Prince ran in, murdered all the Incubi, and did put 4 wounds on my Succubus, but she passed 3 out of 4 Power from Pain saves, which was crazy. And then the Leviathan put 8 wounds on the Raider in here, and finally knocked out the Tantalus. So the Tantalus is no more. So he's kept disgusting devolutions and defend objective 3, and it's going to be hard for Shane to really get the Maelstrom points at this point. So at this point it's like moral victories to see how long his guys survive and kill as much of my stuff as possible. We're moving in to turn 4. Let me know what you think I should have done in the comments down below, but I'm probably going to get my Archon out and come try and get his Warlord. Essentially is going to be the fun stuff, while the Scourge go hunting for a Leviathan. Okay, moving on to turn 4. Dark Eldar, turn 4. I did take objective 5, and I did score 1 point for area denial. But I did not heed the priority orders received. My Archon went charging headfirst into the Demon Prince and took all his cronies with him, except the Demon Prince has a cool thing where if he passes a save, the bottles that gave the wounds take mortal wounds on a 4+. So most of my guys took wounds. And then he murdered the succubus. My Archon has taken a mortal wound. The Lamian has taken 2. The Urgle has taken 1. Luckily the Slith hasn't. And then I did put 2 wounds on the Leviathan with a blaster shot from him. And the witches are tied up with the last little Poxwalker as well. So we're moving on to turn 5. Could be the end of the game. Let's see what Chaos has written. Will they be able to kill Archon Skari or not? Okay, turn 5. The Leviathan killed 1 of the Scourge. He killed 3 of the Cavalry Warriors. He killed the Raider. Charged in, killed the Slith. The Demon Prince killed the Lamian and the Archon Skari. So my Warlord is dead. The Urgle is sitting there all by himself. He's probably going to run away.
Run away!
And the witches killed the last Poxwalker. But we are looking at the end of Chaos turn 5. You did get a point earlier thanks to disgusting devolutions. And are you gonna try and get rid of any of them? He can't do either of these right now, so
no.
So defend. He might be able to get defend if it keeps on going, but
yeah.
Okay, moving on to turn 5 for the Dark Eldar. Could be the end of the game. He got my Warlord. All he has to do is pick up Kingslayer for some points. We're moving on to turn 5. Okay, so turn 5. This is what happens in turn 5. Things are going on. I'm currently defending objective 3 with my Urgle. I did get behind enemy lines with my Urgle. And I didn't get Supremacy because I wasn't thinking straight. So I'm going to get rid of Supremacy. And then my witches charged into the Demon Prince and all died. Because that was good. And 4 lances and a blaster did no wounds against the Leviathan. So, couldn't tie up the Leviathan, and let's roll a dice on a 3+. The game continues.
Oh no, it does.
It is on a 3. The game goes on. Oh my goodness. He has defended objective 3 and 2. Oh, and he still has this one. This stays in play.
Does it?
Yeah, it remains in play, right?
Yeah, it's active until I discard it or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't wonder if once you achieve it though, does it become unactive?
Keep a tally each turn.
This turn. I would assume that.
Yeah, so you just keep it active, and then you score the point at the end of the turn, and then if you ever want to get rid of it, you can.
Death March.
Death March.
Oh, I can't.
You need 3 of them.
I can't even get
Not
that.
physically possible. Then just redraw. Yeah, no possible. Defend objective 1 over here.
Oh, okay.
So you could hold it for 2 turns. Your turn, my turn. Cool. Okay. On to turn 6. Okay, so mid to end, turn 6. This game has gone south for the Dark Eldar real quick. It's 13 points to 5 points.
5.
But the Death Guard have decided to just kill everything.
Yeah.
So the Leviathan Dreadnought flamed the blaster, flamed and then charged the Urgle, killing him, and the Butcher Cannons killed all the Scourge. The Demon Prince used a command point to basically pick another psychic power, which is awesome. Gave him warp time, moved up, warp timed up, and is now charging my last unit of Cabalite Wars. So I literally have nothing left except for Cabalite Wars. I need one of them to survive and it not to go to turn 7. So I thought I'd bring you into the game so you could see this craziness happening.
You want to do dice rolls on
Oh yeah, we're rolling for this. Needing 2s to hit. That's 7 hits.
7 hits.
Needing
2s
to wound. That's 7 wounds. Oh my goodness. With 2 damage apiece.
Yep, -2.
So I need to make 2 double 6s.
Well, what's
for one of them to survive. They're 5s.
Oh.
-2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't get a stay.
No.
They're Cabalite Warriors.
You can do this.
So this is the power from pain roll. So needing 6s. So 7 double damage dice. Okay, first double damage. Ha! No, 1 dead. 2 dead. 3 dead. 4 dead. And 5 dead.
Oh man.
And that is a good game. They all died. Blah. The Dark Eldar have been officially tabled. And the Death Guard take the win by the skin of their teeth.
Literally.
On turn 6. So Shane, tell me, how did you pull this out of your hat?
Warp time.
Warp time. Awesome.
Good old Chaos Familiars.
Any comments at the end of the game?
Oh man, that was probably my most fun 8th edition game.
That was hilarious.
That was
awesome. I cannot
pivotal moment.
Talk about the arrogance of the Dark Eldar. They're like, yes, we're fine, we're winning, and then they all die.
Oh, this combat here.
This combat changed the game.
Oh,
that Demon Prince, your warlord, taking on all opponents and just murdering everyone.
Yeah.
You killed the Slith, Archon, Lamian, Succubus,
The witches.
8 witches. Oh my goodness. And then this guy over here just leveling everything he could. That was a really fun game. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I did not expect that ending whatsoever. That was really cool. Leave a comment down below if you like, if you didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. That's great. Warp time for the win. Thanks a lot to everybody who likes, shares, and subscribes. Click the little notification thing if you like to receive direct notifications. And if you really want to, become a Patreon to the channel, like Shane over here, and get some cool perks and like a little community and stuff like that. And we're doing a giveaway for the month of December. Any new patrons and any patrons that upgrade their content or their pledge will be entered to win a Dark Angels limited edition chaplain from the Dark Vengeance box set.
Yep.
From back in the day.
Can't even get it anymore.
Nope, you can't get it anymore. So if you want to be entered into draw, either become a patron or if you are a patron, you can upgrade your pledge. Other than that, this is Skari, your grateful host. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned on Thursday where we do the tactical breakdown of the game. This is Skari. Out. Had some fun. Yeah, bye. Yeah. It's an exclusive. We're playing the game. Lots of shooting.